So, here is the first question for today. I'm going to pick up. All your questions are inside this fish bowl. Okay, we're going to pick it up. Let's see what's this question is about. Okay. My parents are always fighting and there is a cold war in my house. How can I deal with that? Help me, please. Wow. First, we might have so many issues that you might be dealing with, and one of those issues is this. There's no house, there's a perfect house. Let me just say that. And there are no perfect parents. I know sometimes teenagers look at me and say, George uncle, you have adopted children, you might be an amazing father. I think you need to ask my children, they will tell you. There are no perfect parents. There is no perfect house. That's the first thing I want you to have in your mind. Now, my parents are fighting. There is a cold war. How do we deal with it? I'll give you a few principles. The first principle is this. Your parents from their adult world or in their adult world, they might be dealing with a lot of anxieties, a lot of pressures, a lot of issues. It could be from the office, it could be from the relative side, it could be even in the extended family, or it could be even from your side. There could be a lot of different pressures and a lot of anxieties. So if they're having arguments and they're beginning to, fight with each other, you don't have to be bothered by it. Don't be in a place and say, why is it happening? Why they are fighting? And what it is and things like that. Arguments will happen. Remember, there's no perfect house and there are no perfect parents. Okay, remember that. That's the first principle. If they are having the fights and arguments and things like that, let them deal with it. You focus on your life. You focus on your studies. You focus on you being right in doing things. Maybe during those times of argument, maybe you should not be putting your head so much into it. I've seen sometimes when I counsel some teenagers, they would just say, my mom tells me and I try to support my mom, or sometimes my dad tells me and I try to support my dad. Don't take any sides, because I believe that in many of those cases, both the sides, there might be some valid reasons. Both the sides, they might have some meaning behind what they are talking about, So first, don't put your head into it. And the second thing, I've kind of written down some things to share. The second thing is focus on your life. Focus on your life. Don't get perturbed. Don't get disturbed by what's happening around. If you're going to be disturbed with every little thing that's happening around, you might lose your life. Be very careful about it. You're studying in a good school or in a college, you're studying somewhere, you're in a lovely house. Be in a place where you can focus on your life. That's one thing. Another very important principle, the third final very important principle is this. You need to, when I say focus on your life, you need to stabilize your life. Because if you're not on the rock later in life, you will not be able to help them. You need to get onto the rock. You need to become strong. And the last principle is this. At times when your dad is in good mood or your mom is in good mood, not when they are upset and angry and under pressure and going through a lot of emotions, not at that time. Don't add fuel to the fire. Not at that time. When they're in good mood and, maybe they're connecting with you, talking to you, maybe share with them, when you fight or, things like that, it kind of disturbs me. Mama, it kind of makes me anxious. Dada, it kind of, when you, said certain things that day to mom, it kind of disturbed me so much. I felt so sad, or say to the mother, mom, the way you, reacted and the way you said certain things, it kind of, share it with them. It's good for you to share, because your parents, it's good for them to know that my child is listening and my child is also processing what's happening inside the house. Remember this. Our family is a very important unit. We should not be looking at breaking the family, but being together as one. There are no perfect families and there is no perfect houses. Sometimes we pretend outside to be very perfect, but we are not perfect. No. But the most important thing, there needs to be connection inside the family. The family needs to be together. I'll say that again. The family needs to be together. So see how you can be that person. You can be that element that can keep the family together. I know I've not answered all the different angles of this question, but take up these principles.